Alright, saxophone players, so we're looking at our Etude number 2. This is going to be really a really cool song. It's a very good opportunity to demonstrate some slower tempos, demonstrate some more vibrato, more melodic sounds, and smoother changes between notes. One of our biggest challenges with this song is the key signature. Okay, so really pay close attention that this one we have 3 flats. Okay, B flat, E flat, and A flat. Every single B that you see in the song is going to be B flat. Okay, every E is going to be E flat unless they have a natural sign thrown in. So really watch, and I'd suggest marking your music. Occasionally have some accidentals here, but occasionally go in and mark your music and mark every B is flat right there. Every E is flat. So there's lots of pinkies being used in this. Every A is flat. That would be A flat, like a G sharp. Okay, remember E flat is like a D sharp. A flat is like a G sharp. Okay, this key signature is really a big deal. Be very comfortable and confident with how you use the pinky keys to make this happen. Okay, we're playing the top lines only. So if this confuses you, you get to the end of this line up here, you're going to skip down to here. Okay, down to the B flat again. And so make sure, if it helps you, you can scratch out the second line. Just kind of make it so you understand that you're skipping to the top. You're doing the top line of each section. Okay, so we'll look through here, kind of get some ideas to help you make this a really beautiful piece. Some things that you can do to sell it to the judges and people that are listening to you. Okay, it's a slow tempo, so 72 to 80, fairly medium slow tempo as we're going through it. But again, the main thing right now is make sure you are looking at when you use a B flat or an A flat or an E flat. Okay, so mark your music and we'll come right back. Alright, saxophones, so looking at some of the marks that we've made here, I've marked every B as B flat. In particular, I've made a note that we're using bis B flat. Okay, that's going to be the B flat's going to be the best for us as saxophone players. So make sure you're really knowing how to use that. If you have any questions about using that, talk to your band director, talk to me, come let me know, and we're going to get used to using that all the time. Okay, we've also marked every E as flat and every A as flat. So remember, A flats are G sharps, E flats are D sharps. I'd even go so far as to practice the scale that this is based on before you really get into it too much. So I went ahead and wrote down the notes of that scale, just a simple version of that down here. So we've got E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat, C, D, E flat. So practice these notes one at a time, get a feel for the process of the scale. That's what this song is built on, and if you know this, it's going to be a lot easier to play this song. Okay, so that means tenor sax players, this is your concert D flat scale, or your D flat concert scale. So tenor sax, you guys are going to have a little bit of advantage that this is something you might have to play as a scale at the auditions. Altos and baries, this is not a scale you'll play for that audition. This is your concert G flat scale. So that's not one you'll need for the auditions, but it's an excellent one to learn for the future because you really want to expand your range of skills to beyond just the 7 scales. Alright, so on this song, let's take a look at our dynamics and how we're going to move through the notes. Okay. Alright, so we're thinking piano is our start. As we move through here, we've got some little crescendos and decrescendos. More decrescendos here, and then we expand our dynamics up and back down. So really pay attention to how you do your dynamics so you can get a nice, sweet, steady sound and give some contrast to the song. We don't want to play everything the same volume because that's boring, right? We want to make it interesting for the listener. So expand your volume here, getting stronger as we descend on the notes, and then getting softer here, stronger here, softer here, and then a lot more dynamics on this third line. Notice a lot more changes, a lot more accidentals. Okay, so make sure you spend plenty of time on each line. Don't spend all your time at the beginning. Learn all 4 lines. Okay. In terms of a roadmap, what do we do as we're playing it for the auditions, or if we were going to play it for a concert? You'd play the first line, we play the second line, that's for later. Then we go to the third line immediately afterwards, go to the fourth line, and then we get here, and it says D, C, Al, and then that's a D, C, Al fine essentially. DC, da capo, stands for going back to the top. Da capo, like a baseball cap, da capo, back to the top, so back to the beginning. Then we play this line again, and this line again, and then fine means we're done. Okay, so it's almost like it's a 6-line song. For the auditions, you may only have to play a portion of this, and we don't know what that portion will be. You'll find out when you arrive. So prepare to play all 4 lines and possibly going back to the top 2 lines. Okay, let's do a quick rhythm counting through here. Most of this is a lot of quarter notes, but we have to pay attention to how we sound on any of the 8th notes. Again, the tempo is fairly slow. 72 is not that fast. Okay, so we're thinking right here, we're thinking 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 to 2. Rest. Okay, that's a dotted 8th note, 16th note. 1 to 2, 1 to 2. Rest. 1 to 2, 3, 1, 2, 1 take, 2 take, 3 take, 1, 2. Rest. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Nice and steady. 2, 3, 1, 2. Rest. Then we have a dotted quarter note. 1 take, 3 take, 1 take, 2 take, 3 take, 1, 2, 3 take, 1, 3. Be very careful that we don't stab the note right here. We nice kind of pull away on that note. Same thing here. All into these rests, guys. Make sure you stretch that sound into the rest. Get a nice, good vibrato in there, as well as in here. Okay, really vibrato on every single quarter note. Vibrato on half notes. Even a little bit of vibrato on a dotted 8th note, maybe. These ones, not as much, but just get a nice, steady tempo through your 8th notes. So looking back here again. 1 take, 3 take, 1 take, 2 take, 3 take, 1, 2, 3 take, 1, 3. Then we have to the next line. Okay, now we have a new idea. 1, 2, 3, 1 ta 2, 1, 2, 3 ta 1 t ta 2. So there's 16th notes right here. It looks kind of hard to see. Those are 16th notes. 1 t ta 2. 1 t ta 2. This is going to be a spot to spend some time on. Get this figured out, and then add the other portions as well. E flat, D, F, E flat, D. Okay, and if you connect that with this, it's almost like you're going F, E flat, D, F, E flat, D, all in 16th notes in a row. Okay, so let's go back here. We'll say the note names. A, C, G, F, E flat, D, F, E flat, D. That's kind of quick, so you want to practice this slowly and get a good feel for that motion. So let's do this again, nice and slow, all together. Feel free to move your fingers while we say it. A, C, let's go slower, sorry about that. A, C, G, F, E flat, F, D, F, E flat, D. That's a D right there. Here we go. We're going to go slow right here. Just go F, E flat, D, F, E flat, D. Again. F, E flat, D, F, E flat, D. F, E flat, D, F, E flat, D. So tempo-wise, F, E flat, D, F, E flat, D. That's a much slower tempo. So you need to practice this individually, get that comfortable, and then you can put it back into the tempo of the whole thing. Okay, so we go back here. This is the tempo. A, C, G, F, E flat, D, F, E flat, D. And you're holding that D all the way out. Okay, so spend some time on that, listen to the performance recording of this, and really see what you want that to sound like. Okay, really use a lot of vibrato on this. Work on stretching out your half notes. You might even mark it by using a little squiggle line to remind you. Okay, some way to remind you to stretch that note out as vibrato. Okay, now here, this is where most of the judges are going to be listening to how you sound. These are the money measures. You earn your money right in here. Lots of accidentals, lots of nice articulation changes, okay, and connecting it to this next line. So here we go. Tempo-wise, these are all 8th notes, so very steady. So going 1 take, 2 take, 3 take, 1 take, 2 take, 3 take, 1 take, 2 take, 3 take, 1, 2, rest. 1, 2, 3, 1, ta 2, 1, 2, 3, ta 1, t, ta, ta 2. Same idea. Look at that. Same thing. Okay. A lot of times music's going to repeat itself, so make sure you're ready for that. You get to play it twice. If you do it good, that's double the bonus points. Okay. So back here, this is going to be just like this. All right. All very similar. It's like they repeated it. Interesting. All right. Here's here. So ending 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, te, 2, te, 3, te, 1, te, 2, te, 3, te, 1. Okay, we go back from here to there, and we have a poco rallentando. So little by little, slowing down the tempo. Okay, notice we're also forte here. So these last two lines are really an awesome part to be very musical, show off some of your skills with dynamics and with articulations. So there's lots of little details to get under control, guys. This is a really cool tune, but you're going to have to spend some time on it. Okay, dig into each section. Do it four measures at a time. Learn these 4 measures. Get really good at that. Learn these 4 measures. Okay, and then link them together. Do the same thing with this line, and it's these 4 measures. Another section would start here, go to here, and then these 4, and then the last 4. Okay, lots of accidentals here. Let's look at this real close. G, B natural, C, F sharp, A natural, G, G again, so you're going to re-articulate, F, high D, palm D. Then we have lifted notes, C, B flat. I didn't mark that, shame on me. Here we go. We're going to mark that one, B flat. Okay, using the bisque key right here. Then A again, G, F natural, E flat, D, E flat, D, C. Okay, learn the context of these quarter notes are going to be double as long as these are. Don't let yourself speed those up. That's a common problem. Okay, so digging in here, this is the only time we're using B natural in the song. So be consistent in how that sounds. Everything else is going to be B flat. Okay, so be ready for that there. Okay, note-wise here, that's the same as this top line here, so we'll just go here. Alright, so I'm double checking that we've got that under control. Now let's just really quickly go back and look at our articulation patterns. So this one's also a good opportunity to show that off. So we've got articulating the start of every slur, slurring these notes. So tongue, slur, slur, tongue, slur, tongue, tongue, slur, tongue, 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 tongue. Actually, sorry, tongue, slur, tongue, tongue, tongue. There you go, Mr. Hargreaves. Tongue, slur, 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 tongue, tongue. Okay, so what I always do, there's a lot of different articulation patterns, something to remind me. You can take your pencil and just make a little vertical mark on the start at any moment that you're going to articulate. Just as a quick way to see if that messes up your music. It's hard to see, then don't do that, but we got to make sure that we articulate the right spots. You can make them up higher if that's helpful. Okay, wherever you can go through there. So make a note through your music and look where you tongue versus where you slur. So right in here, tongue, these are all slurred, tongue, slurred, tongue, slurred, tongue, slurred, tongue. Okay, this is very similar. We tongue here, we tongue here. Okay, so that hopefully that clears some of this up. And what we do, let's mark a few more. Tongue, tongue, tongue that note. And then this one, we would tongue this lower note right here. Tongue here, slur, and then these are lifted articulations. Tongue the first note there, you must re-articulate. Same note, you got to make sure we hear that. Slur all of these, tongue, slur, and then tongue, tongue, tongue here, slur these, tongue these, okay, tongue the D, tongue that, tongue the G, tongue the A flat, and then you slur all the way back until we get back to the beginning. Okay, so really wish you guys luck on this. Spend some time making sense of it. If you have any questions, come find me, and I'll be happy to help you out. And once you get really good at it and feel like you've made it a beautiful song, you can try and see how you sound with the neighbor if you can play in tune on the different notes as well. So good luck, saxophones. Wish you the best, and it'll be here before you know it. Start practicing.